And he certainly has the technical skill to set the bar very high in the short program. China's first ever world medalist in the men's event, and he did it at just 18 years of age last season. Here's 19-year-old Jin Boyang of China, reigning world bronze medalist.
Opening, quadruple lutz, triple toe, the most difficult in the event. Very well executed.
Just like flies, look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Triple axel is very well done out of footwork.
He's got a radioactive gun. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look over his head. There goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, I can see.
Into the second half bonus, a planned quadruple toe loop. Just beautiful. No signs of fatigue whatsoever.
Last season, Jin's skating was very one-sided. It was all technical ability, and as impressive as that was, he was still held back by his limited component scores. He said he's been trying to address that this season, working with a new choreographer, trying to up the ante. This is a very playful side to him. Do you think this suits him, Ryan?
It's certainly an interesting strategy, but he is executing it much better than any of the programs we saw last season.
Oh boy, Jin Boyang. That is going to be a tough mark to beat for the remaining men's competitors. Quad lutz, triple toe to open things off. The audience is on its feet. I know there's a Spider-Man pun in here about sticking the landing, but it worked this time. I have to say, I've been critical of this program in the past because I don't think it's the right vehicle to improve his maturity. But what am I saying? He had fun. That was a great skate. I buy it.
What I like about it the most is the fact that he was actively working the program. You didn't see him just focusing on the quads, which, trust me, trying to get focused for a quad is a very difficult thing, let alone a quadruple lutz. And he stayed in character throughout. Do I think that a senior man skating to Spider-Man in a cheeky program is a great idea? Probably not. But that being said, it's something I would have done, so I can't really criticize him. But if you do something that is different than everyone else and it's a risk, you have to be committed. And that's what I saw. And I didn't see any of this type of commitment last season with the choreography. You were right. It's all about the jumps as we see a beautiful quadruple lutz, triple toe to kick off this program. But to be able to focus on the performance and still hit these incredibly difficult maneuvers, that's a huge step. And it also opens the door for more mature programs down the road.
Absolutely. I was going to say, it's not the Olympic season. You're allowed to experiment with different styles and decide which one shows off your strengths when the time really counts in an Olympic season. So perhaps a playful way for Jin Boyang to get out of his head a little bit more this season. And technically, it was just lights out.
When we saw earlier in the season, he didn't have this kind of success. He wasn't doing clean short programs day in and day out. So obviously he's peaking at the right time. But that commitment, I just honestly never thought that I would see him stay involved in a character throughout a program like this. So seeing him be able to do that, not to mention when you skate clean, I don't care what you're skating to, it's probably going to go over pretty well.
Very good point, yes. Jin Boyang from Harbin. We mentioned earlier some ups and downs so far this season, but today there was no doubt he was on top of his game. Four-time Chinese champion. So it's a 98.64. That is a season's best score for the 19-year-old. He is currently in first place. Still plenty more skating to come here in Group 5. We'll bring that to you in just a moment after the break. Keep it right here.